welcome. Thank you so much for coming
Thank you.
today. Okay, we're gonna start off with an icebreaker.
Okay, cool.
What would you kiss, marry, kill? Noodles, rice, or bread?
I want to marry
closing my
noodles.
Ooh.
Yeah,
yes,
I want to marry
yes.
noodles. I love noodles. Kiss rice
Okay.
and kill bread.
Okay, sure. We can agree to disagree.
Oh, you disagree? Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
alright.
If
What's
you
your
don't-
favorite noodles?
Udon.
Yum.
I love a good udon. Udon or this might be controversial, the Korean rice cake, but it
Yeah.
has to be the tubular format.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not the flat ones. Has
Yeah.
to be the tube one. So I love like really chewy kind of mochi texture. Yeah,
I love that too.
Yeah,
I get that.
it's so satisfying.
It is. It's so yummy. Like, you know,
Yes.
at Malatang, like
Yeah.
the glass, like
The glass noodles,
potato,
the
potato noodles.
Yes.
I don't know if that's your thing.
I do like that one, and also just a pack of udon.
Yes.
And it's so good. It's so good. Just top it up with like a bunch of like beef rolls, lamb rolls, and then bok choy. Dude, I love malangtang.
Me too. Me too.
Oh my god, why
gosh.
is it not a 24 of malangtang?
True. Oh my gosh, so much to do that.
Dude. There's so many like over in Asia. I was just like, I would love a 24-hour
Yeah.
malangtang, like spread it out just like Macca's.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you imagine just drive through malangtang?
Oh
much
my gosh,
healthier.
business idea. Business idea.
Somebody
Somebody out there,
some
not
rich,
me.
Some rich tycoon, come
Yeah.
on.
First question. Tell me about your journey as an artist. From
Okay.
the very beginning. I want to hear all about it.
All right. So I started. I mean, I've drawn like any other artist. Drawn since I was little, was like 5 or 6. Pick up a crayon, started doodling on the walls. Got into trouble for that.
Doodling on the walls. Your
Yeah.
parents must be so nice.
Yes, but I was yelled at quite a lot, which is
Okay.
like fair enough. But they supplemented that
Yeah.
with so my parents used to run a dim sum factory, and then like with labels for wontons and pork buns. So you know the waste paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they just gave me all the waste paper, and what I did in the break room was literally just started sticking all the waste paper on the wall and in the poles and stuff like
Oh my
that.
God.
So like in a week, it was just everything just covered in waste paper.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's where my artistic journey from when I was little started.
Oh.
And then Jess The Chen started back in 2010, 2009.
Wow.
So I started a Tumblr blog and I just posted my art. I was posting my art daily, and I didn't think about markets up until like I would say 2011. That's probably when 2013 I think. Between 2011 and 13. It's been a while. I was like 21, 22.
Oh,
And it was
okay.
only literally at suggestions of friends. They're like, you should sell stuff. I'm like, nah. And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Started off at Glebe, and then it just kind of just grew from there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and just passively, doing artist markets casually. So I was like, studying to be a graphic designer back then. And then I would do art markets for fun. Never thought about it as like a business thing. And back then there was nowhere near as many like resources on starting a market as there is now. There's tons of resources.
Yeah.
Back then you really had to learn by experience. So the art market scene back then was like
non-existent.
non-existent,
pretty much.
totally different. You
Yeah.
only had anime conventions or like Glebe markets.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's basically what I was doing, very on and off. And then I took a huge break in 2017, 18. So I had a solo art exhibition in 2017.
That's
That
exciting.
one was pretty successful.
Wow,
Yeah, so
that's
I
so cool.
sold out half of my gallery. That was awesome.
Wow.
Yeah. And huge break from there. I was just got to be a corporate girly, work full time, big lifestyle change. And then I think it wasn't up till 2 years ago, I went to, I think it was either Mello or Hugh Hugh, just as a visitor. I was with my friend, and I was just like, seeing all these like stickers and stationery, the artist prints, like it's like super cute style. I was just like, wait, this is the stuff I like and I want to do. Because back then I was always into stickers over prints.
Yes.
And then I would just like hand cut, these like Studio Ghibli stickers that I made and stuff like that, and just put them in a plastic bag and staple them on. And then now it's just like, wait, this is exactly what I want to do. Like, there's this movement going on that's all stationery and stickers and scrapbooking. I'm like, this is like what I've always wanted to do, but back then I just couldn't. I felt like I couldn't do it, and I think at that point I was like getting more and more depressed at my full-time job as well.
Yeah.
So at some point around 2023, I applied to some markets. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it.
Oh, nice.
2024, I quit my full-time job at the end of the year.
Wow.
Went away to Japan for 2-3 weeks as like a huge reset break. And in 2024, I completely rebranded Jess The Chen to what it is today. So now it's actually is purposeful. Everything I make is done intentionally, and I'm running it like it's a stationery and an apparel store. So the idea of Jess The Chen is that you find a little bit of happy. That's the slogan. Where you come to the table and you'll always find something that's, something small that will make your day.
Yeah.
And that was inspired by Sanrio's philosophy.
Oh, what is Sanrio's philosophy?
Sanrio's philosophy is, it's also similar philosophy that they want to just purchase that little bit of happiness to make your day. Because so the creator of Sanrio, he grew up in World War II, Japan. So he saw a lot of death, a lot of famine. Part of his family died and stuff like that. So he was a kid. Then he had to, start working from a very, very young age, like building up in Japan's economy, blah, 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 blah. And nothing like in shops, daily necessities was nice. Like everything was really boring, black and white. Everyone was super, super depressed. And then I don't know how he got to the idea of Hello Kitty, but basically that's why Sanrio started making these merchandise, these characters to put on stationery and sticks and stuff, because it's that little bit of thing to make people smile.
Yeah.
And it's just a tiny thing just to cheer them up, and that's why it's become the global brand it is today. So their whole purpose is to, be that bit of happiness in your day. And that's what I would like Jess The Chen to be for everyone.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for sharing your journey.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for asking.
Wow. So you started in when, like 2011, 2013?
Yeah, I'd say, let's say 2012. Let's put it in the middle. I started
in the middle?
In the middle. Yeah, so like in 2010, that was like blogging era. Like I was posting like a lot of my art.
Yes.
Getting reblogs and stuff, but not really doing markets per se. And then 2012, I was like my first market at Glebe.
Yeah, how was that? What was that like?
You know what? I think back then I did pretty well, because Glebe back then was a lot more artsy. Yeah, a lot more artsy, vintage stuff back then. So you had a lot more people looking for those kind of things. Nowadays, not so much. Yeah, but back then it was really like, felt really community art vibes, rather than like buying like a whole lot of like secondhand stuff. So back then it felt a lot more purposeful.
Okay. And then like how often were you tabling at Glebe? Was it like Glebe markets and conventions that you were tabling at?
Yeah, so basically Glebe markets was like, I think I tabled there like 4 times, and that would be like once a Saturday, a blue moon. Conventions, so probably Smash is my first convention. So like Smash back then, so different.
Oh, what was it like back then?
My god, it was like bare bones. Yeah, because I got into Smash after they moved away from UNSW Roundhouse, because it started at UNSW.
Didn't even know it was there.
There you go. It's a little bit of lore for you. So it started at UNSW, and then I started attending Smash when they moved to is it called Rose Hill or Rouse Hill Racecourse?
No idea.
That's okay. It's at a race course. Yeah, it's at a race course. Nowhere near the city.
Okay.
And that's when I started doing Artist Alley back there. No one had these beautiful, elaborate setups and stuff like that. So everyone was quite bare bones.
Like just table.
Just table, prints on the black wall.
Oh.
If you had a sign, it was just like, whoa, you have a sign.
Wow.
Yeah. Everyone had business cards. Either that's cut up or something from Vistaprint. But like really, really bare bones, like setup. Yeah.
Do you have photos like from your first?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Oh my god, please share them.
Yes, I will.
Yeah, because I think majority of the artists that I've spoken to probably would have started around like 2022, 2023, you know, and then when markets started popping up.
Yes.
So it's really cool to hear that like you started like 10 years
10
before
years
that.
beforehand, and it's funny to think about Jess The Chen's like probably like I was like either a primary school kid or just getting to high school. Like it's like 12 or 13 years old now. Yeah,
that's awesome though.
It is.
Wow.
Yeah. And I would love to show you photos.
Yes,
like,
please.
I even have an old map of Smash from
Yeah.
2015, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely need to show it to you.
Yes.
It's insane. And seeing going to my first market either at Mellow or Hugh Hugh, I was just, everyone had these beautiful setups and just selling all these cute stickers of tomatoes and like Sanrio characters and like a whole sticker sheet of Pom Pom Puree. Like you could never 10, 15 years ago. Like 10, 15 years ago was very much like Naruto, Bleach, you know, like the shonen anime, Sailor Moon. I think I was like one of the very few artists that did like a Sailor Moon like stickers. So there was like no Sailor Moon sticker sheet. No one really had sticker sheets back then. No one had sticker sheets. It was all like A4 size prints. And a lot of them would just get them done at Officeworks.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So interesting.
Yeah. Nothing, no manufacturers, suppliers, no, everything was very much like
DIY.
DIY, very DIY. Yeah.
It's come a long way.
It's come such a long way. So it's like when I see like markets now, I'm so inspired. I'm constantly on the lookout, and be like, oh, I think I can do that too. Yeah, it's really awesome.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So you talked about like becoming more of like a sticker stationery / apparel shop now.
Yeah.
But yeah, how else do you think like your style has evolved over the many years that you've been doing this?
Yeah, it's evolved a lot. I remember, it's so funny that like thinking back when I first started, because I used a very limited color palette. We're talking black and red.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's it. Like black and red.
For Jess The Chen?
And it was
no way. I cannot imagine.
Yep. And this was before my watercolor era.
You had a watercolor
I had a watercolor era. So in the beginning it was black and red. It was a lot more edgier as well.
You need to show us a photo. The photo will be placed somewhere here.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So this is like K-pop idols, Junho and Jaejoong. So as you can see, a lot more edgier.
Yeah.
Very like
so different.
That's cool, isn't it? I was really proud of these. So I was like 19 when I did that.
Oh, nice.
18? Oh, yeah, 2009. So I was like, it's like 17. I was 17. So and so basically like my stuff is like very like this, like kind of like edgy, emo-esque, really inspired by Dangerfield, like vintage Dangerfield. Like edgy stuff like this, like, you know,
that's
cigarettes.
So cool.
Yeah, and that's probably like my first watercolor, more experimental stage.
Yeah.
So that's what it used to be. And then my first subject was actually women. Yes, women. I love thank you. So like it did a lot of women. I really explored with like women's bodies and stuff like that, and so very like fluid. So it was very much focusing more on people than, you know, big fat animals that I do now and frogs. And then so that was like that was 2009, so 2012, 13 circa era. And then I think around 2013, 14, I started getting to watercolors, and that went on for like 5-6 years. And that's where my first exhibition was based on. It was based on like cats in Japan. It was literally a whole series of like cats in kimonos, eating Japanese food, running their own business and stuff like that.
So cute.
It was really cute.
I saw some of your prints at Blue
Dog, yeah.
Was that some of your old stuff?
Yes.
Oh yeah, because I saw it, I was like, oh, like this is very different to what you do today.
Yes.
So, oh my god, that's so
Sushi
cool though.
cats. Yes. That was my watercolor era, and that's around the time where I really started getting into cats. So I would say after women, my next subject like obsession was cats, and cats just stayed. It just stayed throughout like all my eras because A, they're very easy to draw. It's just a circle and triangles and two eyes. B, it's a really nice doodle tester, like when you're testing out pens and stuff like that. And I just really like drawing cats. I think with women, like I love women. Obviously, I'm a woman. I love drawing women as well. Probably not so much nowadays, but I think it's just human structure. It's hard. I don't know how I managed to draw so many women back then. But it was really cool because I got to experiment with different skin tones, hairstyles, body shapes, and things like that. And nowadays, if you like, a year ago, I went to a new drawing class.
Ooh.
And I couldn't draw the face. So all the heads were replaced by, so you saw this human body and then the face is replaced by a frog or a cat.
I'm dead. Yeah. People normally would leave it blank, but you're like,
no, it's a frog. Yeah, exactly. It's a frog with beady eyes. And it's like completely different to the style. So you have this realistic style and they're just this logo-esque looking frog.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow, it's so cool to hear that, like, even though like Jess The Chen is like really established and you're really comfortable with your current style, you're still like exploring other mediums of art as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
What made you go to the new drawing class?
So I had that new drawing. I think it was just like it was a date idea. Yeah, it was just a date idea. It was just
wait, your partner went with you as well?
Yeah.
He also drew the nude lady?
He also drew the nude
Wait,
lady.
how did you feel about him looking at a nude lady?
He's kind of like used to it because he used to be, I think, he did nude modeling at one point. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
wait, for art classes?
For art classes, yeah. And Johny did like 1 or 2 nude modeling classes. And so he's kind of used to that. So he's used to, he did go to AIE, so he's an artist himself.
Oh.
Yeah. He just doesn't do markers except for sticky bee tapes. You guys should check out sticky bees.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow. Wait. Now I'm curious about his life. What sort of artist is he? Does he work in the industry?
Yeah. So he's a 3D artist.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's a 3D artist. He's currently now a teacher at TAFE, teaching 3D fundamentals and foundations.
That's so cool.
He works primarily in Maya. So he's a 3D modeler. So when you see car ads and, like these like KitchenAid ads and stuff, they're not using the actual product cars. It's not someone driving into the water and stuff. All of that is 3D modeling.
That is so
All of that's 3D modeling, yeah. During COVID, when you wanted to buy a car and, you couldn't physically go out, and they did the 360 scan, all of that AI. They got a camera to, take photos, everything, but then it's remodeled in Maya.
Wow.
Yeah. So he worked on a lot of game stuff. He also worked on game engines. Yeah, so he's got a pretty interesting career, and just now he's like settled down to be a teacher at TAFE, and kind of like he's open to everything. Like he's a bit of a adventurous boy.
I can tell from the latest video that you shared that went viral.
Oh my god, yeah, he's very much like, I'm just gonna do it. He's like, I'm gonna do it, and off he goes. And he just loves making a moment. Yeah. He loves being center of attention. Love him. Yeah.
That's so cute. So do you guys ever collaborate?
Yes. So for Sticky Bees. So I'm kind of like his like graphic designer, but he does at some point when Sticky Bees has built up enough momentum, we do want to do artist collaborations, limited edition collaborations with other artists. So Sticky Bee tapes is finger tape for climbing or like any sports that uses hands that will cause calluses, like weightlifting or golfing and stuff like that. But it's primarily initially we wanted to tailor it to the climbing community. Yeah, and it's just basically designed finger tape, so with cool patterns, cool colors, because a lot of them are just black, white, nudes, and it's really boring. And there's a lot of colorful people in climbing industry. So the first design was the rainbow flag. And part of the profits, which is still happening, part of the profits go back to the community. So I think he's donated about $150 to $200 so far to Gender Affirmation Fund.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Wow. Wait, sorry, I don't know anything about the climbing industry at all. Is Sticky Bee something that you guys started?
Yes.
Or... that's so cool.
It's something we started together. Yeah, it's a brand we started, and we just noticed a gap in the market. I was like, man, all these like finger tapes are boring. Yeah. And we wanted to create like really cool pattern tape that works really, really well. So we've had like a lot of excellent feedback saying that it protects their fingers so well, and it's just really, really cool when you're climbing and you see like a rainbow or like another design, cats and dogs. That's the
Yes.
most recent design. So yeah, now he's like extending to apparel as well. So he's got tote bags and t-shirts.
Ah, like
Yeah.
climbing
merch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that would be so popular. I know so many people who climb.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's like getting up there. So we have both very different business models. So he
Yeah.
reaches out more so for wholesale. So he physically goes to gyms, networks with them,
Yeah.
and talks to them and tries to get his stuff into gyms or
Yeah.
other shops.
Yeah.
And also online sales. So whereas me, I'm more market based, also wanting to do
Yes.
online as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I do notice that when you do have markets, your partner, Johny,
Yeah.
usually comes with you and helps out
Yes.
as well. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
he does. Yeah. So he interstate markets.
Yeah.
What we would do. So that is only if he's able to.
Yeah.
Saturday he doesn't help me. That's his climbing day where he goes to the gym at the interstate place. So let's say Melbourne. He'll go climbing at a gym in Melbourne. Network with the owner or whoever's there. Test out their gym and so then like talk to them about his brand, give them samples, and that's how he makes connections. So when we go interstate, he goes to whatever climbing gym that is available there, and then on Sunday he comes help me out.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Wait, that's so good because then you guys can both work on the things that you guys want to work on.
Exactly. And it's so funny when we always ask each other, like, how's your day? Like, how's the Saturday? I'm like, oh my God, yeah, Saturday sales were really good. Whereas him, like, did you have a good day? It's like, yeah, I think I made a couple of really good connections and all this other stuff. So, like, we have different KPIs.
Yeah, it's like debriefing time.
Yeah. And then sometimes, when it's not so good, I was like, oh, why didn't you do well, Johny? I was like, yeah, I guess, like, I don't know, there wasn't that many, like, people to talk to, or it was just, like, basically I just climbed, and then I just left, like, then we'll have moments like that, and that's, like, him in the equivalent to us. I was like, yeah, I was a bit quiet, and stuff like that. It's the same equivalent.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. I love that for you guys.
Thank you.
Aww, okay. So you talked about quitting your full-time job in 2024? Or
2023, end of 2023.
Oh, end of 2023.
Yes.
So then 2024 was when you started doing Jess The Chen full-time.
Yes.
So what was that like for you to take that leap to quit your full-time job? And like, how has it been since doing Jess The Chen full-time?
It's scary. I mean, like, it was terrifying when I took that leap, but I really, really had to because I was deteriorating mentally a lot, and it was definitely affecting my health physically as well. I was just basically a shell of myself. I didn't recognize myself. Like, it just drained me out.
Was it the fact that you were balancing so many things, or was it the actual job itself?
So it was kind of like the actual job itself.
Right.
I just felt incredibly burnt out.
Right.
Yeah, I just felt incredibly burnt out. It was just hard. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm grateful for everything I've learned in the company. And a lot of the things I take away from the company, I've implemented into my own business, which is cool, turn your lemons into lemonade.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't for me. It just wasn't for me.
Fair.
And then I think, after seeing, like, these cozy markets, and how happy they make me, and trying it out in 2000, like early in the years, like at Melbourne, with my own stuff, I was like, maybe I can give this a go. I was like, took some convincing from my friend and my boyfriend to be like, hey, you're young, you're still able-bodied, like, take this as a chance. If it doesn't work out, that's okay. You can go back to working full-time. And I was like, okay, that's true. I'll give it a year and a bit, and we'll see how we go. So here I am. And then apparently it flowed. Probably started soaring. And then, so I was like, oh my God, this is definitely doable. So, and here I am. And I haven't looked back since,
Oh my
actually.
gosh, I love that for you.
Haven't looked back since. I would say, like, I do Jess The Chen full-time, which I do, but I also work at a part-time job, to help with the bills and stuff like that. And that's like 2-3 days a week.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's really helpful too.
Yeah.
And my partner's just been really, really supportive through all this. He goes like, anything you need, just let me know, Jess.
Yeah.
Obviously I do miss my full-time paycheck.
Yes.
But that's a sacrifice, I'd much rather what I have this, like, my mentally, I'm doing so much better, so much happier. Feel a lot more fulfilled when I go to markets. Like, even though they're really, really exhausting mentally and physically, I do feel so fulfilled, and I get so much joy when people pick up my products and they're wowed, they tell their friends, and they buy my products, and they come back. Oh my God, when they come back and be like, I love these stickers, I love this, or I love your bag, and seeing customers wearing the merch over and over and over again. I always ask them for feedback. I was like, how's it going for you? Like, how are you finding it? And they're like, it's great. I can do this. And it's so interesting seeing other customers make my products into theirs completely, like how they use the stickers, the tote bags, how they, buy other keychains and enamel pins to like customize it. It's awesome. Like, I love it.
I love that for you.
Thank you.
Wow. So when you started Jess The Chen full-time, because it's became something that you did full-time and you relied on it more for income, was there like a shift in how you approached it in terms of like the business aspect?
Absolutely. So I think a very big difference is back then during like 20-year-old era, Jess The Chen, that was very much like, I think I just want to draw this and draw that. Like everything nowadays has to be a lot more intentional. I have to pay attention a lot more than I used to. I have to be a lot more organized, prepared. So that's another thing. Like not just me, like a lot of artists, they have to be a lot more prepared and organized than it was back then. Back then, you could just be like, I'll just go to Officeworks and print out blah, blah, blah. Can't do that now. You absolutely can't do that. Everyone orders their stock or, work with their menu like several months in advance. Can't do that. You cannot, like, you can't be like, I'll get like something printed, I guess. On the day or the night before, or like, tablecloth. Oh yeah, I guess that would be nice. Hey, and like now it's like everything's very intentional. So when I, create products for Jess The Chen, I do try to create it many months in advance and plan for the next collection drop. Sometimes it doesn't always work out. Sometimes like, just life gets in the way and you just got to do the best you can. But yeah, business wise, definitely I have to be more mindful of like the expenses, the money I get paid in, things like, if I create a product, who is it for? What is it used for? What's your intention behind this? What does my audience like? So I do find that compared to before, I have to think about my audience a lot. But I do love that because I love seeing how happy they are. And I am creating it for myself. I really am. But I'm also very much, everything I do is very intentional for them. And be like, I really, really want them to find it useful.
That's awesome. Is there any way for you to like find out whether or not they would like it before you create it, or do you usually just cross your fingers and hope and pray that?
A bit of both. So sometimes I put out a poll to see like upcoming new designs. Sometimes I'm like torn between two designs. I'm like, which one do you like, this one, A or B? And sometimes like I get feelers from like, when you tease something on stories and you see the amount of people who like the thing and feedback, like, I'm so excited for this. If I have like 3 people telling me they're so excited, I'm like, okay, this is a win. This is a win.
Yes.
Otherwise, I'm like, fingers crossed, hopefully it works. Sometimes it doesn't, and that's okay. Okay. It gets repurposed into something else, like mystery bags and things like that.
That's
right. So it's just a luck, like it's like Wheel of Fortune almost. So
sometimes
luck based, very luck based. But I think that's kind of the thrill of it as well, and it's just so interesting seeing what people are most drawn to. So like my most popular sticker sheet is the doodles.
Nice.
So that's literally just outline doodles.
So simple
and it's clear. So it's just, you see like a coloured outline and it's just clear and it just looks so nice when you put it in your diary or calendar. That has been like my best selling sticker sheet. So it's interesting to see how people react to that, and like, if I use that same art style to create other stuff. So it's a bit of like, market research in there as well. So I love it.
Okay. Oh, that's awesome. Do you have any like top 3 practical tips for anyone thinking about quitting their full-time job and going into art markets or the art full-time?
Make sure you have a lot of savings left. Get your savings. I would say definitely try to find a casual or part-time job that's 2-3 days a week. Definitely you got to ask yourself, how much are you willing to put yourself into this? Because it is a big commitment. I'm going to warn you right now, like running a creative business, running a stationery business is it is really fun, but 20% is creating, 80% is 100% you like figure out the admin side of things and thinking of logistics and stuff. So 80% numbers, 20% creating, sometimes 15% creating.
When you say numbers,
Yeah.
what are the numbers like? Because 80% sounds like a lot. I'm like, I am not doing 80% numbers right now.
Yeah.
So I'm really curious, like what
is
makes
the numbers?
up the 80%?
Yeah. So the numbers will basically be like how much you're paying for, like, you know, to get your stock printed, created. I forgot to put marketing in there. So 80% marketing and numbers. Yeah. So marketing takes up big slot of that.
Social media.
Social media, EDMs, and all this other stuff. Yeah, exactly. Making reels, editing them. And then the 20% like is the literal designing of the thing, like making these motifs, making these like funny characters and stuff. And then 80% is also, okay, how can I use this design I have into products? Can I put them on tote bags? Would it look good as a sticker sheet? Maybe they can be keychains. Hey, blind bags are a thing right now. Should I turn them into blind bags? And then, you know, you got to think about these questions. Like, just because you see blind bags are everywhere, I should hop onto it. Or don't create art for the sake of doing that. You got to be intentional with it. Like, will they look good as blind bag keychains and stuff like that? So I guess to sum it all up, if you want to quit your job and go into this, just be ready that it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Ask your other friends who have done the same thing for advice.
Yeah.
I always like to use Taylor Swift as an example because she's been in the industry for so many years. And I think the biggest thing is because it's consistency. Stay consistent. That's your pathway to success as an artist or anything creatively. Stay consistent. It is a lot harder than it sounds. You don't have to post every day. Could post once a week or, you know, even once a month. But that staying that consistency to let others know that you're still here, you're still there, you're still creating, and slowly that is what will build you up.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
That's how I learned that from Taylor Swift because how she's been consistent, right?
Yes.
She's been so consistent. That's how she grew to how big that she was.
Yes.
It's been a very slow growth for her.
Yeah. Okay. So when you say stay consistent, you mean like socials?
Socials and art. So just basically keep going.
Keep creating.
Keep creating. Yes. Yeah. You don't have to create every day. You don't have to create, you know, once a week. But as long as you're creating, and you're updating everyone's with socials, like this is what I'm doing to make people know that you're still here.
That's great advice.
Thank you. You don't have to post even stories. Just to let people, hey, I'm here. This is what's happening with me.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. And so what do you do for your part-time job?
So I'm also a graphic designer there as well.
Wow. Wait, graphic designer for where?
For a event photography place.
Ooh.
Yeah. So about I work there 3 days a week. And I design like flyers, signboards, whatever everyone needs from the graphic design team. And then I action it. You know, they fill me in on the briefs and stuff.
That's
so it's like cool. Kind of like easygoing work that like, you know, pays the bills and things like that. So you need, it's always good to have something there. There are grants through the government, I believe. You can do art full time with some government grants, but you just got to do your research. Like there is some assistance out there. And that's why I always reach out to other artists, you know, that they might know something. For me, I'm just like, I vaguely know about it, but I don't have it in me right now to research and sign up for it.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay, cool. And so how do you balance everything? What does like a week in your life usually look like with or without markets?
So basically, let's start off with Monday. So Monday is generally, I'd like to call it the business girl day because it's a Monday. So that's where I do my admin, I do my emails, I look for, is there anything that I can apply to for future markets or wholesaling opportunities. So that was a Monday thing. Tuesday, Wednesday, I go to work, and then that's like not really just the Chen related. Like that's all focus on work. And then come back home in the evenings, and this goes for all evenings. I like to relax by playing video games on my Switch.
That.
Yeah, like that's
Yeah,
a me
yeah.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously there'll be times where like I'm a bit of a workaholic. My boyfriend says, and I'll just work up until it's 10 p.m. Oopsie
Yeah.
daisies. Just because you're hyper focused, you're so excited about it.
Yeah.
Wednesdays is supposed to be a social media day.
Okay.
Where I do like social media planning, EDMs, like constructing that. But now and Thursday's meant to be a fun day where it's just me creating and just drawing and stuff like that. And Friday is whatever other tasks that I need to tidy up from the week. Like, is there any like outstanding work from Monday, Thursday, and Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday as well. Pretty much that. But otherwise, I've noticed that Wednesday to Friday kind of gets melded up. Yeah, actually, to be honest, all the days get melded up. So that was the structure I was meant to do.
Yeah.
And it just kind of becomes this thing where, like, yeah, I have energy for that.
Yeah, you just, like, do what you feel like in the moment or what needs your attention the most in that moment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But what I do is, like, I write down, like, a checklist of what I need to do. But, like, okay, I'm going to have this collection is dropping.
Yes.
And try to work backwards from that. Like, this is when I want to launch. This is when I want to tease it out. This is where I want to let everyone know this thing is coming. And then work from backwards there. Like, okay, I should start this next week in order to create A, B, C, D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really good structure.
It's good structure, isn't it? Yeah.
It is. I know you say Wednesday's meant to be social media day, but then it's all blended together.
It's all blended together. Especially I work on Tuesday, Wednesdays. Now I think about, wait, that's not my social media day.
Yeah.
Then that would be probably moved to Thursday. And then Thursday, but that's meant to be my fun day. I'm like, okay, we'll go to Friday. Then I was like, what about my tidy up task? It's like, well, we'll just tidy up when we want to do. And then it just becomes this thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you do social media, how do you, what is your tactic for social media? Do you usually like do all your videos on that one day and then you have like 5 videos lined up, or like how does it work?
So that's supposed to be how it works. I'd like that. No, it's literally like, you know what, that's a good idea, I should do that. And then next minute I'm like hyper focused on that thing for 6 hours or 7 hours, and then it gets published. So it's not a good way to do it. It's not a good, you're meant to pre-plan it, but then when I see something, I'm like, that looks great, I'm going to do it too. And then all the energy goes into that. Yeah. So I definitely need to like structure it better, because I'm the type of like, okay, here's my plan. And then when the day arrives, I'm like, oh wait, I want to do something else.
Yeah. But also, I think that's a good way to do things too sometimes. Like,
have that, like,
go with the flow, and it's like, what is calling out to you the most in that moment? Then it makes things easier, right?
Exactly.
Because you're doing what you want to do the most in that moment.
Exactly. And there's many days where like Monday's supposed to be my admin day, but I'm like, no, you know what? I want to draw sea-themed stuff.
Yeah.
And just that becomes a sea theme. I'm like, okay, well, we'll just move the admin stuff to Thursday. And I was like, wait, is there much admin to do? No, it's only 2 hours worth. Okay, that can 100% be done on a Thursday. And then on Thursdays, like other stuff, whatever needs filling in goes onto that Thursday sort of thing. So now it's become a thing where I just organize my week around what needs to be done and then just segment it.
Yeah. Wow, that's so cool. And then do you work on Saturday and Sunday?
I do, yeah. So not all the time. I try not to. I try really, really hard not to. So I would say the Saturday and Sundays after work, besides the markets, is, something needs to be sent off to the manufacturer in order to be delivered on time. But that's it, really. Yeah. So, honestly, going back to your question, do I work Saturday and Sunday? I'm going to say, actually, generally no.
Okay.
Generally no.
That's good.
Yeah.
Give time to your family or to your partner or for friends, which is really important.
It is, because I think that's one of the things I struggle with, like, working from home, if there's, like, that overlap of what's home life, what's which one is work life, especially when you have your own office, right? Yeah. And it can very easily be blurred. Yeah. And I don't want that. I want there to be strict boundaries, because I can 100% lose myself so easily into that. So I need it to be like, no, Saturday and Sunday is not for working. You only work those days if you really have to. Yes. Just like any other job, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Nice. Okay, one moment. I'm just going to check if all of the cameras are cameraing.
Yep. That's a good idea.
Greatest fear that like something stops working.
I know, it's so scary, right?
Yeah.
How long does it take for you to edit grain by grain videos?
Depends. Sometimes, like, maybe usually about like 2 hours.
Yeah, wow, that's actually pretty quick.
Yeah, 2 hours, or I think 2 hours initially, and then like the third hour is like the rest of it, which is like uploading on YouTube, timestamps, creating like the reel and like the post for it and all of that. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, but yeah, it's fun. And also like, I think, because like just talking to people, I feel like you can learn so much, right? Yeah, and then when you're editing, I usually like try to draw as well, or do something else as I'm editing, because I'm just listening. It's like listening back to a podcast.
Oh my god. Damn. That's so cool. Yeah, look at you multitasking. I can't. Like, if I'm video editing, I'm like sitting there like just
Yes, no, I get that. And then especially for like, because recently I started creating more reels and stuff, and I'm like, it takes so much time. It does. Like, I like look up and the sun's going. I'm like, how did this take me 4 hours?
Right.
For like a 10-second reel.
I know. This is ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. Which is why like nowadays like a lot when I do reels, it's a lot more jokey.
Yeah.
And like dumb stuff. Yeah. And I feel that way about the whole like, how did this take like 4 or 7 hours? That's how I feel about EDMs. Oh my god.
Wait, tell me more.
So basically like when I'm doing like a campaign, I should say. Like, I'm doing an EDM campaign, or like some sort of promotion I'm doing, dude, like creating the assets, the planning, in terms of that, like knowing what you want to say, creating the look of the EDM. Oh yeah, and then you want to design the EDM, like upload image here, make sure it links to there, blah 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 blah. Like all of that together, it takes me so long. Yeah.
Wait, sorry, what are these EDMs for? Is it like monthly newsletters to your followers?
Say, like promoting a campaign. So it could be actually Black Friday. I'm going to use Black Friday. Yeah. Oh my god, that was stressful. That was stressful and very toxic of Jess The Chen.
Oh no, what happened?
I was my own toxic boss.
Oh no, what did you do?
So basically, like I've never run a Black Friday sale before, and I've never ran Meta ads before.
Okay.
So like all that stuff, and I had all this time in October to do it, plus beginning of November.
Yeah.
Black Friday, I was planning to launch on the 21st of November. I did everything, including loading ads, blah blah blah, designing everything. Let's see, 21st of November. I did everything on the 19th. So that's 2 days. To do like a whole campaign when you're allowed yourself that X amount of time, because I was just stalling. I was just stalling. I thought, let's do this, let's do that. And then I was just like, it's kind of like having, that boss who's just like, oh yeah, I like this, I like that. And they're like, okay, let's do this one instead. And just throwing out ideas at you. Like when you have all this planned and you're just like, okay, we got it. We can implement it. I was like, oh, and then you show it to your manager, and your manager's like, no, I don't like it. I saw this thing on the weekend. Let's do that. So I was that to myself.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so 2 days. So 2 days done from scratch, making a campaign inspired by other campaigns. Because I was like, that's a good idea. I'm going to do that. And then, oh man, I was burnt out. But the Black Friday sale was a big success.
Yeah, I saw from like one of your reels or something.
Yeah.
Like the whatchamacallit, the printer.
Yeah.
Came out non-stop. That was so good.
That was really, really cool. So I was like, okay, that was stressful. It was worth it, but we can't do that again. Okay, we got to plan it properly. Like, I've given myself the time, and I just kept being like, well, what about this? That looks cute. What about that? And I still didn't get to implement like all the things I needed to do. So for example, Pinterest.
Yeah.
I didn't get around to implementing ads onto Pinterest because I was just like, I'm just one person.
Oh, wow.
One person doing like all the, like wearing so many hats, and needed to be done in 2 days.
Yeah. Wow, that's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. I was stressed. I was like, I was my own toxic boss.
Yeah. But I guess that's the one thing that's hard about doing creative work. It's like, it never ends. You could always do better.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, sometimes it just happens
Yeah, I was
And
just
it's
locked
like,
in. Yeah,
yeah.
sometimes it just happens because you're like, and then because sometimes like as a creative, you are your own harshest critic, right?
Yeah.
So you create this look, you're like, I don't know, something's missing, and you try number two, it's like it's better. I guess it's okay, and then like I don't know, 2 days later, you're like, bam, I just got a great idea.
Yeah. Restart from scratch.
And you're like, why do I do this to myself? Yeah.
Wow. And so, do you post often on Pinterest or?
No, but I should. I should. Yeah. So I should post often on Pinterest because apparently that's a really good social media platform to show my products and stuff. So there's a lot of like local cozy artists up on there just having their stuff posted or repinned and things like that. So I really should be doing that, but because like I'm so in the Instagram world of things, like not even TikTok, like, I'm very like understanding of Instagram, the other social medias. I'm like, I don't know, like I don't know, like I know you'd be good for me, but I don't know how to use you.
No, I get what you mean, because every year I'm like, I should invest in TikTok.
Yeah.
And then I try once or twice and I'm like, I don't get it. It's too much energy. I don't want to do it. And I just stop.
You just stop. Yeah. And the way how TikTok works is like, no, you have to keep that one. You have to keep going in order to get reach and audience and blah, blah, blah. Like that works totally different to Instagram, right?
That's crazy.
It's crazy. It's very it's more like spontaneous, very not much about curating, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All right, fine, I'll keep going.
Only if you can.
That's true.
I know with like consistency talk, I was like, that one you got to post all the time, but if you can't, that's okay. Just
at least you're on something. Yeah, that's true.
Says me, who's the last time I posted on TikTok was like a month ago.
Oh my gosh, hey, that's better than me. So like nice. What has been some of your struggles as an artist, if any?
Struggles as an artist. Definitely the self-doubt. I think that's something that every creative goes through, the imposter syndrome. Especially like preparing for coming to a market, especially if it's interstate. I'll always have this seed of doubt in my head, be like, what if it doesn't do well? Because I've invested a lot into going interstate, and so that fear will always be there. Lucky for me, my partner's very supportive, so he's able to say the right things in order to calm me down. So that's really, really nice.
Yeah.
I think things definitely, when you start an art business, you don't create as much. I do find that part really hard. In the end of the day, you are a business, right?
Yeah.
So those sort of logistics and things matter a lot.
Yeah.
And then the creating stuff kind of becomes second, especially if there's like a deadline. You have to repurpose what you already have. So that's always a struggle. I'd love to create. I would love to keep creating, but sometimes that's just not feasible.
Yeah. I mean, business comes first.
That's right.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and that's another thing that's like just really, really changed, like a different mindset compared to 10 years ago. Like no one would think like that.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So then, do you have any 2026 goals? What are you most excited for Jess The Chen in 2026?
I should say that because I was just like telling my partner like my 2026 goals for Jess The Chen. So exciting news! I'll be flying to Perth for the first time ever. Yay!
Wow! For which one?
For Oz Comic Con.
Oh no!
Wait, no, it's not. It's for Supernova.
Oh wow!
Yeah, for Supernova.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll be going at Artist Alley there. So that'll be exciting. One of my goals I would love to hit is go to an overseas market at least once.
Yes.
So I've got my eyes on Singapore. I would love to go to Singapore crazy art market. Yeah. So I applied to a couple this morning actually. So
awesome.
Fingers crossed. Yeah.
Yes, crossing my fingers.
Thank you.
Yes.
I've got a lot of cool ideas coming up, so potentially blind boxes, blind bags.
Love that.
So that I actually do want to do. I have an idea that I think a lot of people will find it very cute, but very practical and useful.
We love practical and useful.
Yeah, so that's also another thing with Fundamental with Jess The Chen. I want everything to be super practical and not just sit there and look pretty. So everything with intentional.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you. So yeah, I guess we'll just see what's happening. Hey,
Yes.
so that's some exciting plans, and new projects, new stuff. And yeah, hopefully I can expand Jess The Chen over to Southeast Asia.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I was about to say good luck, but I don't think you need it. I think it's very possible. So yeah, I'll be here cheering for you.
Oh, I hope so. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Wow. Yeah, that's so exciting. So you mentioned climbing. Do you climb yourself?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was just like, well, that's cool. All these questions crossed out.
Okay. But I guess outside of Jess The Chen,
Yeah.
is there anything else that you're interested in, that you like, your other hobbies?
Absolutely. Okay, I climb with my partner so the original plan was that, I would go climbing with him every Sunday.
Yes.
And then that fell up, and then after climbing, we would go for a really cute brunch.
Yeah, that's perfect.
And then that fell apart because I was like, no, I'd rather stay at home.
Fair enough.
But I've started going to the gym again consistently 3 times a week, just to maintain my health and stuff like that, and get me back up in top shape. So that's a personal goal for me. Like, keep going to the gym consistently. I feel really good.
That's awesome. Yes.
And build up that strength. Another one would probably video games. I think everyone who sees my stories all the time know how much I love my Switch. Love my Switch. Like, everyone knows I'd rather stay at home and play on my Switch than go outside, which is so true.
Yeah.
It's just, I just love being on the couch.
Yeah.
Just really getting to an adventure. Like, that's my book reading. That's my Netflix. Like, I'm very Switch.
Yeah.
Switch. Yeah.
What are you recently into?
Well, I'm obsessed with Grand Bazaar right now, which is a simulation of what I do for full time. I know if everyone finds that really, really funny. I know I definitely do. But otherwise, other stuff I'm really into. I'm obsessed with my dog daughter, Soup.
Oh.
Yeah, I love her. I'm always really into, finding out food places. So I love local cafes.
Do you ever work at local cafes?
Sorry?
Do you ever work at local cafes?
No, I can't. I can't. I feel self-conscious when I work at local cafes. Unless I'm at an art date. So I love doing art dates.
Yeah.
So me and Lana J, shout out to Lana J. We go on art dates to a random cafe, and we just draw on our iPads, eat coffee, and then we might go somewhere else to keep drawing and stuff like that. So those are really, really fun. If I do it by myself, I don't know. I feel a bit subconscious. Oh, do I feel subconscious? I don't know. I think I feel lonely. Yeah, I would feel lonely. I hate eating by myself.
Oh, so fair.
Yeah. Like, I was just thinking, I went to Japan by myself on a travel, so that was really cool.
Oh, nice.
Just Tokyo.
Yes.
I love being in Japan by myself, or Tokyo, I should say, but I hated eating alone. Hated it because I love sharing the experience. So when I eat by myself, I'll just make the bare minimum meal. But if I know I'm on cooking duty and I'm cooking for my partner, I'm willing to put in a bit more effort into the food I make. Well, I love going to restaurants and cafes with other people so I can talk about the food. And I have that same mentality with movies as well. I actually don't really like watching movies because I get distracted really easily. So movies at home, I'm like, look, I need to be in a certain mood to get into it. Because otherwise I'll just get up and I'll be like, the laundry needs to be done.
Yes.
No, I can't.
Yeah.
I need to do something with my hands. So I love watching YouTube or podcasts while I'm folding laundry and stuff like that. But yeah, movies, I need to watch it with someone else at the cinema. I've tried watching it cinema by myself. It was very lonely.
Oh.
Hated it. Because after the movie, I want to talk about it. Yeah. What do you think of the movie? What didn't you like?
Yeah.
Concerts as well. Actually, I love going to concerts. Concerts?
Yeah. What was the last concert that you went to?
Kendrick Lamar.
Nice.
Kendrick Lamar. Oh, that was intense, quarter 4. That was a lot of concerts in one go. Kendrick, Doja Cat, and BB.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great choices though.
Thank you. I pride in my music taste.
Yeah.
It was just one after another. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Our wallets were crying though, but that's okay.
Worth
yeah,
it.
Worth it. But
Yeah.
yeah, same thing. Concerts, I need to go with someone. I hate going to concerts by myself. I've done it once, and I'm like, that was very lonely. So, yeah.
No, that's so fair. Similar boat. Yeah.
Similar,
Yes.
yeah.
Everything that you said, I can relate. So
It's a social activity,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I like afterwards, no matter how good the movie is, like watching a movie at home, that's different. That's different because you're in the comfort of your own home. But you're out there, like you're physically taking the energy to get dressed, go out, go get a ticket, and then sit there for 2-3 hours, and then be like, well, that was nice. I think.
yeah.
Yeah. Get some sushi on the way home. They're like, yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Would I
Yeah.
do it again? Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab my friends to go next
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
when it comes to these sort of activities, I do love doing it. 100%. I think it's a social activity. So I'm into those food, little social activities where we get to like know each other and just talk and yap.
Yeah.
So yeah, very much a cafe girly. I'm obsessed with stationery. I think that's
I mean, it makes sense.
It makes sense.
You do create and sell.
Yeah.
So
Fucking obsessed. So obsessed. So
Yeah.
I love going to Japan because
Yeah.
that's stationery central. I would say that's a huge interest of mine.
Yeah.
Just a big collection. Like everyone's got a big stack of stickers, but I have like a big stack of stickers. I have like so many notebooks or journals where you can fill out the dates yourself and just all of that
Wow.
stuff. Yeah.
That's so cool. I feel like I only started building up my sticker collection when I started art market,
Oh, really?
which was like in 2023, 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for the longest time, I'm like, I don't get it. What do you guys do with this? What do people do with stickers? I'm like, I don't know. Yeah. But no, I think it's so cool that like people have such a big interest in it. Like, especially since like everything's moved towards like digital, right? But it's so cool to see that like stationery hasn't phased out. So.
Exactly, and I love this movement that's going on with the stationery, stickers, scrapbooking, journaling, like how we're all like trying to take 10 steps back from digital
Yes.
and going analog.
Yes.
It means like, staying off your phone, be surrounded by magazines and newspapers and sticky tape, washi tape, to journal pieces in, Polaroid pictures.
Yeah.
So many people are using like digital cameras now.
Yes, they're going back to it.
Going back to it and getting like the photos printed at Kmart and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's so cool. Keeping receipts. Oh, it's lovely. I've always loved that.
Yeah. I mean, that's perfect.
It is,
Yeah.
and that's why like I base my entire brand all on it because I'm so in love with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, oh my gosh, I just love that like you are doing what you love.
Yeah.
It's like aligned so much to your life right now. So that's awesome to see.
Thank you so much, Yvonne.
No, that's so good. Well, I think that's like the end to the interview. Is there anything else that you would like to share with everybody?
Check out my store, JessTheChen.com, if you need stationery needs, stickers. I also do really cute t-shirts, apparel, tote bags, and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely check me out. Give me a follow on Instagram. And if you're a climber, check out my partner's Instagram at StickyBeeTapes.
Yay! Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing your life.
Thank you for having me.
No, that's so good. It was my pleasure.